Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So on my last video, someone had requested that I do my everyday makeup look or everyday mommy makeup. That's quick, that's easy, it takes 5 minutes. You have to run in, get your makeup on, and run out, heading out for the day. But this is what I typically do on a daily basis, unless I'm just staying home and not going anywhere. Then I let my face breathe. But if I'm heading out, going pretty much anywhere, this is my go-to look. I thought I would go ahead and show you guys the products that I use, how I apply it, and things like that. So yeah, like I said, this is just like a 5-ish minute makeup routine, something quick and easy and simple. It's gonna take me a little longer just because I'm walking you guys through the process and talking through it and what I do. But yeah, I hope you guys like it. Hope you learned something. If you do something different than I do, or you have a product that you want to recommend to me, go ahead and drop them down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Also, if you're not already, go ahead and follow us over on Instagram. I'll leave my handle right here. It's at Kendall Morgan with 3 N's. And you can follow along with my life. We would love to have you guys stick around. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. And before we get into the video, I do want to remind you that I'm not a beauty blogger in any way, shape, or form. I am just trying to help some fellow mamas out who are on the go and want to do a cute face of makeup but don't have much time to do it. But without further ado, let's go ahead and show you guys how I got this quick, easy makeup look. So first off, I'm gonna start. I actually don't wear foundation, which might be weird for some people, but just for my everyday look, I like it to be simple and almost look like I'm not really even wearing makeup. I just go in with this Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I don't have to match my skin or anything. I just use the lightest color there is, just to kind of brighten up around my eyes and just like where you would normally highlight your face if you were doing like a full face of makeup. So this you just kind of twist out. It's nice you don't need like a brush to put it on. So you just kind of twist it out until you see some of the product coming out. And then I just really start right in, I'm gonna tuck my hair behind my ear here so I can see. But as you can see, I just do a little triangle underneath my eye. Like I said, just to kind of brighten up the area. I'm gonna do that on the other side. And then I also put 3 little stripes on my forehead, bring that down my nose. I go above my mouth and under, and then if I have any blemishes, I go ahead and pop this on there too, even though it's not really like the highlight area, just to kind of give me some coverage since I don't wear foundation. So I have a couple little blemishes right here I'm just going to cover up, and then I also drag it over my eyelids, so just to kind of use an all-in-one, kind of prime my eyelids for a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm going to sit that down, and then I'm going to go in with a beauty blender. This is just Real Techniques. It's really dirty. Sorry I don't wash my beauty blender even though I should. And then as you're blending it in, just kind of spread it around more than right where it is. So instead of leaving this area of my nose uncovered, I just kind of drag up what's already there under my eye. And I do the same on the other side. And I try and pat more than I like wipe, if that makes sense. And then that's really it for my like foundation slash concealer. That's really all I use to conceal and hide things. So next I'm going to go in with some powder just to kind of cover my whole face and set in that concealer. So I'm going to be using the MAC Studio. This is in the shade NC20. And I'm actually almost out of it, so I need to get more. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and rub this all over my face just to set in what we've already done and cover just a little bit more. For that brush, I just use like a foundation fluffy brush from Real Techniques as well. And then as you can see, my face is looking a little dead. It's like one color. So that's what the next step is for. So I'm going to take another brush from Real Techniques. I think this is just a bronzing brush. And then I'll take my Anastasia contour kit. It's so old and beat up, that's gross. But it has a bronzer for every skin tone and a little highlight to obviously highlight your face. So I love this thing. I've literally had it for like 2 years and I use this top bronzer all the time and I still have it. So the investment is worth it. It is a little pricey. I think it's like $45 or something like that, but when it lasts you 2 years and when you buy a drugstore product, it runs out like that. So yeah, I enjoy making the investment in this, but I'm just gonna tap it in there a few times and then I'll tuck my hair behind to show you guys. So really I just suck my cheeks in and then get like that little dent that's naturally there. I just kind of blend that all in. I don't make like a harsh line, especially for everyday use. And then I just kind of drag up the excess up here on my forehead and then a little on my chin, and that's pretty much it for the bronzer. I'm going to do that on the other side too. So as you can see, that already made a big difference. Sorry, the lighting in my bathroom isn't that great. But next I'm just going to be taking the same fluffy foundation brush that I applied the powder with, and I'm going to use that for the blush. So I used to not wear blush because it's not really like the big thing to do when you're wearing makeup. You know, you're supposed to do matte everything and just like a bronzer and a highlight. But I feel like being a mom and just like wanting that fresh, easy look that looks like you don't even have makeup on, you want to bring some of the color back to your face. So I do like to use blush now, and this is from It Cosmetics. It's just a little like bronzing and blush kit. My highlight broke in it, but I really only use the blush anyway, and it's so pigmented that I only need like a few taps on it, and then I just hit the excess off, and then I just apply it to the apples of my cheeks. And I usually have rosy cheeks anyway, so I don't need a ton of it. But yeah, I just go ahead and do like a soft smile to get those balls of your cheeks, the apples of your cheeks, and then I just kind of apply there and blend it in. And again, like I said, that just brings you to life and doesn't make you look so dead. You can also add a highlight at this point, but I usually don't for every day. And so for the purpose of this video, I won't. But if you wanted to do a highlight, you could if your face is more dry. Mine's usually pretty oily, so I glow throughout the day, unfortunately. So I just don't mess with a highlight. But if you have really dry skin and you want that kind of glow, then go ahead and apply that just right here in like a triangle. Put it right on the top of your cheekbone and drag it up kind of behind your eyebrow. So that's where I apply it if I do. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my Morphe eyeshadow palette. And this is what it looks like. It's huge. I guess I can show you what the inside looks like. And it's only like $24. So it is more of like a high-end product than a drugstore, but it's so worth it because you get so many colors. And it lasts forever, and I, like I said, use this every day. So I typically go in with this color right here or this color, and I just cover my whole eyelid with it. I've been gravitating towards this one, so that's what I'm gonna use, and I just tap it like 3 or 4 times, and then I just apply it over my whole eyelid just to kind of cover up anything we didn't with the concealer and powder. And I go ahead and do that on the other side as well. And then I'll kind of go in and add more if I think that it needs it. And then again, I'm not going to be doing a full eye look today because you're a mom and you're on the go and you don't have time to do a full face of makeup. So I am just going to go ahead and use this color right here for the corners of my eyes. And again, tap that 3 or 4 times, and then in using circular motions, you're going to put it in the outer corner of your eye and then work in towards the inner corner. Just kind of fanning that around. And this really only takes a couple minutes, and it really makes you look more put together. And then I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side as well, starting in the corner with circular motions and then blending it in. And then for me, I've been going in like a couple more times or 1 more time just to kind of give it a little more definition, but I like adding the layers so it's not too dark right away. So I'm going to do it 1 more time. Again, circular motions, dragging it in. And then if you wanted to, if you had a little bit extra time, you can take like a darker color, like right here. Again, I don't typically do this every day, but if I have a little bit of time, I do. So just kind of keep that in the corner and don't drag it all the way in. And that is just gonna add a little bit of dimension. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do it on the other side. I like to tap off the excess on the darker colors, just so you're not overloading it at first, because you can always add more, but you cannot take away. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take my brush around again and blend it all in. And then I actually take it and just blend once right under my eye. And then I'm gonna blend the whole eye in on the other side. And then just kind of drag it under. Okay, and then that's all I do for eyeshadow. Again, you have all of these colors you can work with. They're really, really pretty, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. Okay, so next I'm gonna go in to do something with these eyebrows. They definitely need to be shaped again. I need to wax them. If you don't know, I used to be a cosmetologist, so I just kind of do that from home for myself. I have a nice little waxing kit that I use, but I'm definitely overdue. So I'll just kind of show you guys up close what they look like before anything, and then you can see the difference of when I fill them in a little bit. So typically I have a MAC eyebrow pencil. I'm not even sure if I have any left. Yeah, this is my old eyebrow pencil, so it's tiny, but it's by MAC. I love it so much, but I ran out and I just need to go buy more. I do have a NYX one that I got to like try out to replace that, but it's definitely not as good. But the NYX one is better than like a typical drugstore one. You can get it at Ulta or anything like that. But I also like filling my eyebrows in with a nice little eyebrow brush or like an eyeliner brush, either way. But you just use that to kind of fill in your brows. And I love it, it looks great. So I'm actually gonna get my Morphe palette out again. And I'm just gonna be using, actually I'll go ahead and do my eyeliner first. I use the same brush for my eyeliner and then for my eyebrows. So I use this dark, it's like one of the darkest brown colors in this palette. And I just tap that a few times. And then I go in right underneath my waterline and I just kind of smudge that in for like a faux eyeliner. It's just a lot softer and more simple than doing like a full-on eyeliner. And as you can see, that just kind of outlines your eye and makes you look more awake, which is what you need as a mom. I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the other side. Okay, and then that's really it for the eyeliner. If I went down a little too far, I'll use my finger to kind of swipe it up, just because again, I don't like it looking very like heavy or anything like that. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more on this side. And you just kind of stamp it on or like wiggle your brush. And there's that. So then I'm gonna go ahead, and it's okay whatever is left on this because I have dark eyebrows anyway. So then I go up and use this other dark brown, but it's a little lighter than that bottom one. So I just kind of tap that a few times, and first I'm gonna go in on the bottom of my eyebrow and fill that in. So I start out about right here, and then I just kind of drag it out. And I don't go all the way out to the corner yet. And then I go up over the top and just kind of fill that in. And then I go and drag it down on to the corner of my eye. And then as you can see, that makes like a really nice shape for your eyebrow. And then I'm just gonna fill in between, in the middle, and then drag it in towards my nose. And then I just kind of make sure that I'm feathering it so it's not like a harsh line. That's why I do this last and just use the excess product to fill it in towards my nose. And then I just kind of take my finger and blend it again if it needs it. So that is one eye. As you can see, it makes a really big difference. And then again, I'll just go ahead and repeat that on the other side. And then again, I'm just going to take my hand or my finger and just kind of blend it out. So there, so that is how I fill it in with eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and put that up. And then like I said, I do have this NYX pencil, and it's just a little more precise or a little more accurate than the eyeshadow is. So I can go over top of this and just kind of outline them a little bit more. And you can create more like brush-like strokes if you like. Yeah, so you just do kind of the same thing. I go in like little short hair-like motions because you don't want them to look tattooed on. You just want them to look like they're a little bit thicker than what they are. And then again, just kind of fade them in with your fingers. And there is the eyebrow look that I do. And then next we're gonna go ahead and go in with mascara. This is the best mascara I've ever tried in my life. Over high-end products, it's the best drugstore product, best high-end product, best everything. And it is a drugstore product. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black. And I absolutely love it. It's amazing. It's like $8. And I've tried like all of the big brand names, and this one does not flake. It doesn't come off unless you want it to, and I just love it. It works the best. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start applying it. And I just kind of coat all of the lashes one time, And then I go back in and I kind of wiggle towards the bottom to the top. And then I just brush it all out again. Then I go into the bottom lashes. Again, you're wiggling. You're almost kind of teasing those hairs and separating each one of them. So that's what it looks like on one eye. So as you can see, it's a lot different than not wearing mascara. And then again, I'm just gonna repeat on the other side. And then if I'm running really short on time, that's all I do. But if I have like 30 extra seconds, which typically I do, I'll go ahead and just do another coat of that. Then I usually use like a chapstick or something like that just to kind of smooth my lips out. But for the purpose of this video, I'll go ahead and show you guys my favorite lip gloss to use. So typically, like I said, I just use a chapstick. But if I want to put something on my lips, this is my favorite lip gloss by far. I know that matte lip gloss or lip stain or lipstick, whatever you want to call it, is like all the rage right now. But I have really dry lips and I don't like how cakey or dry it makes my lips look. So yeah, I do like lip gloss. And this is the NYX Butter Gloss. It is amazing. It is in the color Tiramisu. So I love this gloss. It's my favorite. And I'm just gonna toss it on real quick. And I'm not gonna mess with any lip liner or anything like that because again, we're on the go, we're in a rush, we're moms, and we have to get out the door. So yeah, this is the finished result. I would go ahead and spray some dry shampoo and shake it in. This is not day one hair, that's for sure. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a beauty blogger, like I said before, but this is just what I do on the go. As a mom, being rushed a lot to get ready and not having a lot of time to get ready, you gotta take care of the baby first. And then if you're lucky, you have a few minutes to throw something on your face and just feel ready and put together for the day. And I just want to remind you guys that makeup does not define you. It does not define your beauty. It can accentuate your natural beauty, but I just want to remind you all that you are beautiful with or without makeup. And it's a beautiful thing to be able to be confident enough to leave the house without makeup on. But if you're going somewhere where you're going to be around a lot of people and you just want to feel confident, then I think this is a great, easy, quick makeup look. And again, this is what I typically do just every day. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you learned something. I will leave all of the products linked down below if you want to check any of them out and purchase them. And this is my everyday hair look too. I just throw some waves in it and run my fingers through it and go. So if you guys wanted to see a tutorial on this, then definitely comment down below and let me know and I could do that for you guys. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you're not already, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to my channel and stick around for all of the baby updates and life updates to come. We're really excited about everything that's going to be happening soon. And also turn on the bell notifications to make sure that you're notified every time we post. But if you want to watch more of my family and I right now, then go ahead and hit this video right here or this video right here. And again, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So thank you guys for sticking around and watching this. I hope you all have an amazing day. Stay safe out there, and as Jacob would say, toodles.